Okay, welcome. This would be my first trace video. Today I'll be doing the Garrick trace, my personal special trace, which I think is special. I know the guys out there, depending on location, they make different traces, but this one works excellent here in the Bergriver. There's actually two ways, but today I'm just going to cover the one way. It's a very simple way. All you need is half-ounce sinker, or it could be a 1 ounce sinker, a split ring on the sinker like that. See? A meter of, well, mono, or you can use fluorocarbon. At this stage the water's so brown here, I'm going to stick with mono, so it's not very clear at this stage. Still a lot of fresh water coming down on the low tide. I've seen a few smashes on the surface. I know the Leeries are here. I've been on a mission, to be honest, now for 2 weeks and still nothing yet. But yeah, with patience and persistence we'll get there. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, first of all, for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to use the Adrenaline Circle hook, the size 4.0. Let's take one out here. These are actually very good value for money. Okay, what I use a snell knot, well, my type of snell knot. What I do is always from the front into the back, like that. You pull it in, then you make like a little loop, like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Then I rotate it about 5 or 6 times, depending on the strain, the breaking strain of your line. Yeah, so then I hold it like that. I take that little loop I was holding, I twist it, then I take that little tag in, I push it through there. Okay, then what I do is, especially when it's this short, I like to use my pliers just to pull that tight, just to secure that. I always wet it with a bit of saliva. Then you just pull it tightly. Okay, that's my snell knot. I like to pull it one more time with the pliers just to secure it. Then hook yourself. That hook is going nowhere. I've been using this hook knot for years now and it has never failed me. I've caught some decent sized cob in the river. I've caught some big elf with live bait actually, and obviously big Garrick that comes in the river, and especially those feisty blue rays that take your live bait every now and then when they're in the area. So this, cut that tag in off a bit, and there you go. So on the other end, obviously you're gonna have your swivel. I use the power swivels, links. I can't remember the breaking strain on these, but I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to catch a tuna. My knots I use on my split rings is the polymer knot. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it. So it's basically a loop in the knot or in the swivel. You turn it, you go through that little gap over there, and then you just put it through there, wet it. I like using pliers, just pull it, tag in, and then just secure it again. So yeah, I'm going to show you now why I use that small sinker. What happens is if I connect this to my main line, okay, the Garrick in the river are very fussy eaters. So I use a small sinker. Yes, the ties can be very strong sometimes, but I've got a strategic way of casting this into the river, and it stays, you know, it moves a bit, but it normally stays at one place, and that's normally where the drop-off is, the drop-off area. And then what I do is, if this is connected to your main line, just put the swivel from the sinker on top, push it through there. And also, yeah, I wanted to mention the reason why I use the small sinker is if the Garrick feels any resistance, it will leave your bait, especially in the Bergriver. Normally I spin for them, but sometimes they're fussy and they're difficult to entice with lures. Then I normally put out either 2 bait rods, 1 live bait and 1 with steenbras, and the other times I normally spin with 2 other setups as well. So I hope you guys can see, and I mean a meter long is enough for the live mullet to swim around. Sometimes I tend to go down, especially when there's grassy patches, but this, for me, it's very successful. Yeah, so if you guys want to try it, you can try it. If you've got your own way, yeah, like I said, there's different ways of doing it. In the Bergriver, I've tried every method and way. For the 11 years I've been fishing for these Garrick, and this is one of the setups or traces that works insanely well for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've got other content as well. I'm a very creative kind of guy. It's not always video based, but you can check out my other videos as well. And I've got a Facebook page, Father of West Coast Fishing and RWCFA, if you want to go check it out. I give information and photos, videos on there as well. I do guided fishing trips if you're ever in the area. So yeah, check it out, and like and subscribe please. Thank you for watching. Cheers.